It is February 27th, which means it is Pokemon Day, which means we're getting a Pokemon Presents, which can only mean the internet is gonna be real angry, probably. We're about 30 minutes out, and before all that comes up, I wanted to sort of share my thoughts about what I think we're gonna see tonight, my sort of predictions, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna film my reaction, although I probably won't post any of my reaction because generally I'm kind of stone-faced with this kind of thing. Yes! Then I'm going to share sort of my knee-jerk reactions, my thoughts about everything. I'm going to take notes. I got a little notepad right here to take notes with. But before all of that, let's talk about what I think maybe we're going to see today, what I want to see, what I don't want to see, and sort of out of left field predictions. So these are my layups. These are things that I think we are absolutely going to see. If we don't see these, I will be very surprised. Number one thing that we're going to see is the return of Mega Evolution. There's got to be some Mega Evolutions in there. There's got to be at least a Mega Evolution reveal. Another thing that I 100% think we're going to see is going to be the ZA starters. I've seen leaks. I haven't seen the recent leaks, but I've seen leaks, so I do think there's going to be a reveal of the starters. Another thing that we're 100% going to be getting is going to be the TCG Pocket Set, the new TCG Pocket Set. This one I did see the new leaks for. I won't believe them 100% until we actually see the reveal, but I am pretty confident that we're going to get the new TCG set reveal in this Pokemon Presents. I'm also pretty sure, just because from experience with this kind of stuff, we're probably gonna get like a Pokemon Sleep update. I don't really care, but I think this is my weakest layup. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a Pokemon Sleep update of some sort, because we always do. The last thing that I have on my layups is the ZA release date. If they don't put this in the Presents for any kind of reason, then I think we have reason to worry. We have to get it, right? Oh god, I hope we get it. As for things that I want different starters for ZA. And I'm not talking about, like I said, I haven't seen any recent leaks, but when the Terra leak had come out, I believe there was some leaks for ZA that also came out during that time. And at that time, I saw leaks that I didn't quite like. And I'm hoping that they're not real. So I hope that, just like the first Legends game, I hope that the starters are different from what we're used to. So I hope that they are not the I hope that they are different starters. Things I want a new Wooper form. We have Water Wooper, we have Ground Wooper, now we need Fire Wooper and Air Wooper. We need all 4 Woopers to save the planet. Another thing I want Wooper in TCG Pocket. So if there is a Wooper in card form today in tonight's reveal, I'm gonna be a very happy boy. This is my weakest thing I want, and it's a reveal of Generation 10. Just maybe a tease. I feel that maybe we won't get that reveal until the Switch 2 is more like properly like presented to us and everything, but we'll see. And things I want a sequel to Pokemon Channel. If anything was going to make me jump out of my wooden chair and go woohoo, it would be Pokemon Channel 2. Things I don't want. These are things that I do not want to see. My number one thing that I do not want to see is a Detective Pikachu game. I don't care. Can we just move on from Detective Pikachu? I feel like it's the thing that gets revealed like every Pokemon Presents, and it's just no one cares. I mean, people probably care, but I don't care. Things I don't want to see. I don't want to see Kalos starters as ZA starters. I just don't want to see Chespin and Froakie and Fennekin. I don't want to see them as the ZA starters. That was the leak I saw so many months ago. I don't want a futuristic ZA game. Maybe a direct sequel to X and Y would be okay. I really love the first Legends game, and that concept of like, where does the legend come from? You know, preferably it's in the same sort of era as the first Legends game. And these are my out of left field predictions. If any of these predictions come true, I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket tomorrow. Out of left field prediction number 1, new Charizard forms. I feel like out of all of my out of left field predictions, this one is the most likely. Out of left field prediction number 2, Magikarp Jump 2. Let's just make it. Come on, you cowards, let's do it. Out of left field prediction number 3, let's put Beta Blaziken in Smash. Next would be Pikachu in Mario Kart. I feel like this is Maybe not as likely as new Charizard forms, but it's definitely second. It's definitely second. And this is my number one want for out of left field predictions, but you know, we'll see here. They're just gonna remove Licky Licky from the game, like from canon. They're just gonna get Licky Licky out of there. It's gone. Oh, I do have to take a thumbnail photo. And I told Scott I would never do this, but that's a pretty good sign for Pokemon Channel. Just throwing that out there. What is happening here? Ah, okay. Good for Pokemon Masters EX players, but were they all black? Pokemon Snap? I swear it's the Pokemon Snap on the bottom. Alright, okay. What is going on here? Wait, no. Did I just not be able to read that? Did I just not read that correctly? Pokemon Sleep. I'm an idiot. I'm just going to write that down in the notes. I'm an idiot. I need glasses. He didn't rip on the yellow. That's the new thing. If you rip on the yellow, you're gonna get everything you want ever. Always. People are dumb. People are real dumb in that community, man. Pokemon TCG Pocket community is one of the dumbest communities I've ever been a part of. Especially the Facebook group. Oh my god. Guess it's time to talk about that finally. Triumphant Lights. When is it? Tomorrow. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay. I am in it, and we can finally trade, right? Ranked matches. I should have predicted that they do this. They do this every time. Every time, something along these lines. I threw my Fruit Loops in the air. Everywhere they go, it's like a different snack. Is that what this is going to be? This is going to be some kind of Pokemon snack? Effects added, not actual gameplay footage. Okay, just wanted to make sure. That's... Okay. You will not be sweating during this. It's okay, calm down. Not representative of actual gameplay experience. GM. Global mode, Mega Evolutions, and Terastallization. Pokemon Champions. Now in development. Oh my god, are we going to get Mexican Spanish? Are we going to get Mexican Spanish? Yes! I understand. It's not Mexican Spanish, but it's how Latin American Spanish. Oh my god, this makes me so happy. We get the zones, okay. Alright. Yes! Yes! It's... yes! It's not the Kalos starters. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh my god. I am... You could parkour! Tepig. Alright, the choices are interesting. I like that it broke conventions again. They're running around in circles. Evil. 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 Pokemon Channel 2? Pokemon Channel 2? Come on. This is like a Marvel. I don't want to get marveled here, you know? So I wasn't able to take as many notes as I wanted to, but here are the things that I have, because whenever there were things that I wasn't interested in, I was kind of writing it down. For example, Pokemon Concierge is cute, but I'm just not into it. I've used it to fall asleep, and that's about it. So I maybe I'll give it another chance, but I don't really care. And I'm an idiot. I need glasses. I can't believe that I predicted Pokemon Sleep, and then whenever they had Pokemon Sleep come up, I read it as Pokemon Snap, like in the bottom, and I got like super excited because I thought there was gonna be like a new Pokemon Snap. And whenever it was going through like day and night Pokemon, and then the Dream Pokemon, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like a day and night themed Pokemon Snap. And I was wrong. It looks like there's gonna be like new ranked battles, and I wonder what that means. If that's gonna be kind of the same stuff that they've been doing in Pokemon Pocket TCG or Pokemon TCG Pocket. Is it just gonna be the same stuff where you have to like win 5 battles in a row? Because if that's what it is, that's not a surprise. The new set looks kind of dope. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna change the meta. That's sort of like a grass is green thing, but every time that every time that a new set comes out, the meta will change. Let's stop saying that. The meta will change when a new set comes out. That is how the game works. So I'm looking forward to it. I really kind of like the current meta. and I like the current set. So if what we're getting is going to improve the current cards, I am all for it. So was there anything that was in it that I was like super surprised about? I just wrote Ranked Triumphant Light. Oh yeah. Pokemon Champions looks really dope. I feel like there's a chance that that's going to be sort of the underdog of this whole thing, because they like announced it, and it's like huge because it's kind of something that people have been wanting for a long time, I feel. Kind of, to a degree, like basically just like the Pokemon simulator. At least that's what it kind of seems like. It seems like it's going to be sort of a spiritual successor to Pokemon Stadium 2, Pokemon Battle Revolution. So I'm interested when that comes out. Personally, I want to try more sort of like casual competitive play, if that makes sense. And I think that if that makes it easier to make the casual competitive play a thing, I am 100% for it. I do wonder if this means that Mega Evolution is going to be more of a mainstay moving forward, with the sort of the mix of the Mega Evolution and Terrestrialization. I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to mix it together. Will they bring in Z moves at all? Are they going to bring back Gigantamaxing or whatever? I don't think they will. I think Mega Evolution is going to be more permanent, but we'll see, because they give us stuff and then they just take it away. So we'll see how it goes down, but I am super excited for Pokemon Champions. And I like the name too, Pokemon Champions. It's a good name for sort of this like battle simulation type game. I'm really looking forward to it. And if it looks like what we've seen, I'm also pretty down for that, because that also, the way that they sort of set it up is it looks like you might be able to play with any Pokemon on there. Hopefully if it's a game that's not entirely based like on a journey or going out and doing stuff, and they can focus on just the battle mechanics, hopefully they could, one, put every single Pokemon in the game, and two, make it look really good. Because I feel like that's what people want, is they want the battles to look really good. They want all the Pokemon in the thing. So you could do like a Petite Cup, you could do all kinds of stuff. Does this mean that competitive Pokemon play will now, like the World Championships and stuff like that, is it now going to be played on this? I think it might, but we'll see. I'm very interested to see how this is going to affect the competitive play, like the high level competitive play. So that might be what I'm most excited for. I am so hyped for Latin American Spanish. For those that don't know, I kind of grew up in a town that was like predominantly the population was predominantly Mexican, and I can kind of understand Spanish, but I can't really reply. And I decided that I was going to play Scarlet in Spanish, and whenever it was Spain Spanish, it was slightly different. And I told my friend back home that I was studying Spanish and trying to relearn Spanish by playing the game in Spanish, and he was like, but it's not Mexican Spanish, it's not Latin American Spanish, I guess is how you would probably the PC way to say it. And yeah, now that we are going to get games in Latin American Spanish, I'm so hyped for that. Because one thing that I use the Pokemon games for is I often will play them in different languages to study them. I am currently learning French, so I'm replaying X and Y in French. I can speak Japanese, so I play some of the games in Japanese, and now I can maybe play some of the games in Spanish. Hopefully we get an update in on like Scarlet and Violet, so I can actually replay in the Spanish that I know, the Spanish that I'm more familiar with. So I am super hyped for Latin American Spanish. I am super hyped for this, man. Oh yeah, and I don't have any more notes because the rest was ZA, and all I could really say is I'm very happy with ZA. It looks really nice. It looks a lot better than the leaks had made it sound out to be. The starters are going to be Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig, and I love all three of those options. That might be like the hardest three of all time for me, potentially. No, it's not. It's going to be Chikorita. I'm picking Chikorita. I wonder if they're going to get new like Collusion forms. How are they going to handle that? There was no new Pokemon revealed in this. And that's kind of... there's bound to be new Mega Evolutions, right? There's bound to be like Collusion forms of Pokemon, right? That, like, I feel like there has to be. But then again, we always think that there has to be this. Like the fact that there's two Johto Pokemon as your starter no one was expecting that. Everyone was sort of expecting like an older generation, sort of a Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6 generation, and then a new generation Pokemon to be the starter, and that's not what happened. We got 2 from Johto and one from Unova. So that is interesting. That is very interesting. Pokemon continues to surprise me with how much they don't stick to a plan. They don't stick to a method. There's no sort of method to their madness, and I really like that a lot. I like the characters in it, and I wonder what AZ's doing as like a hotel staff. It's interesting. We'll see. It looks like if it's going to be sort of in the same canon or universe or timeline, it would be a sequel. Of course it would be a sequel. Interesting. It's very interesting. I'm very excited to see what it does. Hopefully it sort of finishes Generation 6. Hopefully it sort of finishes the Kalos story, because if you love Kalos, that's cool. If you hate Kalos, that's cool. But I think we can all sort of agree that Kalos was not a finished product, and I hope that this does it justice, because watching this made me excited for Kalos again. I'm very excited for this. I hope it's a good game. The first Legends game is probably my favorite modern day Pokemon game. So if this is, it doesn't look too similar, and that it's fine. It's fine. It looks updated. The graphics reminded me of the new Pokemon Snap, which that's okay. I'm really looking forward to it. The new battle mechanics, where it's like the range is sort of an important factor, is going to be interesting. Hopefully they can kind of pull it off. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not disappointed. We did get no Wooper reveal, which is slightly disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Mega Evolution. Yep. ZA starters revealed. Yep. TCG Pocket Set revealed. Yep. Pokemon Sleep. Yep. ZA release date. No. Things I wanted. Different starters for ZA. Yep. New Wooper form. Nope. Wooper and TCG. Nope. Maybe a reveal of Gen 10. Nope. Sequel to Pokemon Channel. Oh, they were teasing us. They were teasing us good. Things I don't want. Detective Pikachu games. Yay! Kalos starters as ZA starters. Woohoo! Futuristic ZA game. Maybe a direct sequel is okay. Maybe it could be a direct sequel. It's not going to be super futuristic. It could be parallel universe. I mean, they're all parallel universes technically. I don't necessarily care for spin-off anime. Pokemon Concierge. It is what it is. Out of left field, I didn't see any new Charizard forms, no Magikarp Jump 2, no Beta Blaziken in Smash, no Pikachu in Mario Kart, and no news on removing Licky Licky from the game, but we can, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I'm going to edit this real quick and then I'm going to get to bed. Was there anything in the reveal that made you really happy? Was there anything that kind of leaves you sour? Tell me what your thoughts about the Pokemon Presents are, if you have any strong opinions. If you don't, then I don't know. Tell me what's your favorite Pokemon. If you made a Wooper, what type would you make the Wooper? If you enjoyed this or it made you laugh or whatnot, go ahead, hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm hoping to do more content in the future. I have a update video coming out in a couple days. So yeah, subscribe, like, leave a comment, you know, and happy birthday if it's your birthday. If it's not your birthday, then